Yo, welcome in everybody. What is up? Oh my goodness. Cody H coming in hot right off the bat. He's crazy. He's crazy. What if I wasn't even here yet? What if I wasn't even here? We just went live. Thank you so much, Cody H, for 5 gifted memberships. Boom. Appreciate you. Shout out everybody. Saffron, what's up? G-Stack, Scott, Cody H, of course. The legend already coming in with 5 gifted memberships. What's going on? Biv, Squad Ronzi, what's up? Smalt, Ryan, what's going on? Rush, Mama Phil, yo, what's going on, Mama? Ronzi, hope you're doing good. What's up, dog? What's going on? Good to be off today and watching the stream. Welcome in. So right off the bat here, I feel like I tested this before, and feel free, anybody hopping in right now. I know there's not too many of you yet, but people are cycling in here. I'm gonna try to figure out throw barb budget pre-lacerators. I'm gonna grab like pretty much most of the like. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna throw on some of the like things you might be able to get. Hustle, like armor and stuff, and treachery. Maybe I could make a treachery. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna I would recommend a lot of people, if you're ever trying to build, you don't know how it's gonna work with the budget gear, maybe before you get the good gear. If you're on PC anyways, you can use this real quick just to test some stuff out. So super easy. If you just go D2R hero editor, it'll pop right up. Easy peasy to find. I got a video about it as well. So Hustle is not the Shellco Elf. Could definitely rock that pretty easy. So increased attack speed, of course, and stuff. But so we'll try a few different options on the armor. I'm not going to worry about the bases and stuff. I'm just whatever it comes in. It's mainly just for, you know. I mean, I guess this is superior. I don't really care if it's superior or normal. They automatically make all the rune words like the best possible they can be on here. So. 3 days in a row on YouTube. Yeah. I don't usually stream today, so, but I just decided to switch it up. XD, welcome in. It better not be. Oh, new channel member badge. Wait, how many months are you at, G-Stacks? I don't know what it's gonna be. It's a good call. I got to get around to that. Helmet. I guess we can try a wisdom. G-face, but you're not going to find a G-face right away. Trade for it, you know, whatever. Because this cannot be frozen. Clutch. Pierce, clutch. It's actually going to be goated. Wisdom and a barb helm of some kind. Let's just go laying of hands on the gloves, just to have some gloves. You know, will I find those right off the bat? We'll use something else, but we'll have that. What happened in the microwave? Oh, my microwave, I just replaced this microwave like, I don't know, I guess maybe it was 3 years ago now. And it died, and the one I had died again. But it was one that we had gotten from somebody else, and they had used it for like a couple of years, I guess. So, yeah, we had to go buy a new microwave, and of course, everything lines up almost the same, but not quite the same. So between like an hour or two yesterday, and then I forgot to charge my batteries for my drill, and then we had bowling last night, so then I ended up finishing it this morning. Like I started, you know, took an hour or two again this morning to get it all hooked. Microwaves usually aren't that hard, but it's just things don't quite line up right? It never does. Why can't every microwave have the exact same layout, the same hanging bracket and everything? It's so annoying. But cure, yeah, I mean. Made a few cure for that too. I'm not sure if you're saying cure helm or if that was a reference to something else, but either way, maybe a cure helm, mercenary. Mercenary wise, we're definitely going to be like insight. Insight, maybe a cure is budget, and another treachery on the mercenary. Just budget on the treachery too, or on the mercenary too. We could do other stuff, but let's go with that. Yeah, new ladder tomorrow. Anyone hopping in? Yeah. Is it bear or burr? Definitely burr. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. Okay, where are we at here? Boots, I mean... If I'm not mistaken, I don't play throw barb a lot. It just works the same way as any other melee thing, right? When the stuff hits them, the crushing blow works and the deadly strike and all that stuff, right? Less than a week? Oh boy. Oh boy, G-Stacks. I better... Thanks for reminding me, because that was not on the radar at all. Boy, that's another thing I'll add to the list. Boy. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. Am I gonna be able to get it? Let's go, something budget-wise. Cat's Eye. Increase attack speed, walk, run. Figuring right off the bat here, and I got to figure out the weapon situation. So this is going to be better off than what I'm probably going to be. Would Hustle be better on the Mercenary? Why does this look goofy? I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, Bogardus, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. You legend. 3 months, Bogardus. Welcome in Wicked Plumber as well on both sides. Sorry, I was kind of in the zone here. So Hustle, I thought Hustle must only have that level 1 whatever when it's in a weapon, huh? Level 1 fanaticism or whatever it is. Must be. Bolt here saying crushing blow might be nerfed for ranged. Yeah, that's what the thing for bows it is. Isn't deadly strike and crushing blow or whatever nerfed for bows and crossbows? But I didn't know it for throw. So I'm picking things kind of some budget. I just can't remember. It's like one of those things I had learned at one point, and then you don't use it again for 2 years and you don't remember, you know. So I can always try the Hustle the other way. I guess, yeah, you said, oh, so Hustle weapon. Okay, now it just registered. It just registered, whoever said that. Where'd I go? Saffron. Now I understand. Yeah. So Hustle, I don't know, do they have it in both? Dimensional Blade. Throw with the Act 5? I would like to use an Act 5 Mercenary instead of an Act 2. But anyways, what's that other, let's see, it is, oh shoot, what is, not Doombringer, what's that other Act 5 rune word that everybody uses with the Sanctuary Aura on it that is called, oh shoot, someone's gonna have to help me out, my brain's melting. Hi Society, welcome in there. Another day one burp, probably. Cherry Yums, welcome in. Lawbringer, there you go. Yeah, we could do that. Am, Lem, Co. Boy, a bunch of Co's and Lems. I'm gonna be running, and Lems and stuff. I'm gonna be running Countess with the Barb for days, just leaping around. Ooh, I totally could do the Act 5 Merc. Ooh, yeah. Just in case, maybe we'll throw a few. Where's the mask at? Helmet. There we go. Just in case we need a few other pieces to try out on the Mercenary for this or that. So Treachery, Hustle Armor. Yeah. Yeah, Lawbringer, yeah. Ooh. Lawbringer, Hustle on your Act 5 Merc. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. So that's what you said you used before? That makes me feel better. So we got this so far. Let's just get rid of these little potions. They're so pointless. Let's just get in our inventory the normal stuff here. So we're setting this up. Anyone who hopping in here a little more recently, I'm like hero editing in a character that's gonna be that I want to have at the proper level. Throw barb test. I don't know, what are we gonna be? We're gonna try 75 right off the bat. Throw barb. We'll set everything else up later. We'll just go max on the gold. Whatever. We'll get the Mercenary later. For some reason, doing the Mercenary on here, I've never had it work right. I don't know why. I must be doing something wrong, but I just don't even worry about it anymore. So, and I'm gonna see if I can shop anything real quickly, like good, for weapons perhaps, because you can shop those cruel weapons. I'm gonna test it out again to see how it works. Let's just go complete all on the quests and unlock all these to test it out. So max. Rings, we're not I'm just gonna gamble some rings and throw on whatever the best is the best here. We actually got some boots and yeah. Just whatever. I can always not use them if I don't want to. I want to at least be able to do like P1 Eldritch. If you can't do Players 1 Eldritch or like Players 1 Pindle, it's like pointless to even try this out with a budget. So that's kind of the point of why I'm doing this, just to see if I need to go Singer off the bat or something, or if I need to whatever you call it. Obedience is your friend. Like Obedience on gold here. Let's see. So an Act 2 Mercenary. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm not sure. I mean, that might have been directed towards somebody else too. Sometimes that happens. So does Bulwark? I always forget about Bulwark. Some of the newer ones. Yeah. So Bulwark on over here. That's probably a good option for either maybe me or the Act. Oh yeah. Speaking of Razortail. Like maybe if I won't have my hands on that right off the bat, but we'll throw in 2 Bulwarks just in case I want to use both of them. I got room over here. And we'll just, whatever, we'll just leave them in the mask. Don't matter. Yeah, Wisdom does have a little pierce too, but it's like, if I want to get the pierce from this, wear a different helm, or throw on the helm and throw on a different belt. Because really right off the bat, I'm going to have random rare things or stuff that I shot from a vendor. So like, I don't want to focus too much on, like, you get what I'm saying. But Wisdom's going to be almost, because it has Cannot Be Frozen on it too. Where do we do with it? Having Cannot Be Frozen and the Pierce is going to be mana stolen too, so my mana is going to be no problem at all. It's actually clutch for a throw barb. Kind of, sort of. Still going to rock a 3 Topaz helm. We'll see how it goes. Razortail with a 3 Topaz helm. Now, maybe for ladder I won't do that because it's less, whatchamacallit. Okay. So I'm gonna hop to my video real quick just so I can do some of the maneuvering around in the back end here. All I'm gonna do is go to my downloads folder and copy and paste this into my saves folder for my Diablo 2 characters. So, where was it at again? Oh yeah. Sorry, I gotta remember here, and there it is. I really hate where this is saved at. You probably could change it somehow, but all right. Whoop. Now I gotta close my Diablo 2 game real quick, reopen it, and we'll be ready to rock. So that way, like updates, whatever you call it. So, what do I think about Diablo 4? Well, I did switch to making D4 content, and I'm not anymore. So that probably tells you what you need to know, huh? It's so-so. Diablo 4 is so-so. See, the new barb sword. What was the new barb sword again, actually? Let me look at some of these rune words again. I forget what they're called mainly. It was down here, right? Mosaic? Was that the new? Oh, no, that's not it. It is called... It's not new, but it's new. Where is it? Where is it? I thought it was down here, but I don't see it. It is right. Unbending Will. There you go. Unbending Will. Yeah, I mean, maybe something I could go for on the Act 5. There's not... It's good damage for it. We made that in like a Colossus Blade or something. But it doesn't really have a whole lot to help me out like the other stuff did, so. We'll go ahead and whoop. Throw barb test, here we go. Good day. So there's all the stuff. Sometimes, I don't really know why exactly, but sometimes in order to get the hell difficulty, you have to go to each difficulty like this. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't when you hear it in one of these characters. I use this once in a while, like, to record videos with characters I don't have, or gear. It's actually faster to hero edit in a character than it is for me to transfer all the gear from my mule and then transfer it all back off of my main character. So sometimes even if I have a character, I'll hero edit in one to make use for a video because it saves so much time. So, and we have unlimited respecs on PC as well. It's one of the beautiful things about PC here. Of course, we'll just bump these up and then I'll throw everything on and then I'll respec it the way I want it here. But so we're gonna start off with, we'll throw the boots on first so we can run a little faster. Go get our Act 5 Mercenary. I want to try the Act 5 Mercenary, but... So, and right now I'm trying, if anyone else is shouting out some stuff, any, I don't know about tips, but any thought you have maybe of some way of making a super mega budget throw barb work, feel free to let me know. But, yeah, I'm trying to test out, like, the very second that we beat Bale in Hell difficulty, what am I going to do? Or am I going to have to do a different type of build until I get what I want? So, yeah. Let me go get an Act Fiber here, but... Ronzi said finally got Metal Grid. There you go. That is a pretty rare one. We're going to go Frenzy. Egg-Theo? I like it. I like it. Druss is pretty solid too, though. Oslif. That's where it is. That's what it is. Make sure YouTube, over 100 on YouTube and another 40 over on Twitch. Appreciate y'all joining me on this fine Thursday. Do make sure, though, I didn't get another belt, but I'll just buy one or something. Hit the like button for me, huh? So, run attack speed, essentially, or a lot of attack speed. The thing is I really shouldn't be getting hit a lot. So the Treachery is probably not going to proc Fade very often, I wouldn't think, or very quickly. Unless I play badly, then it will. So I think I'd rather do the walk run and the hit recovery instead of the Fade. The Fade proc is better than just that 10 baby res or whatever, but I mean, this does have 30 cold too. It does actually have the hit recovery as well. It's only missing 5 different increased attack speed, so... Like, I would rather have Fade, but the Fade's just not going to happen. So we'll just throw that, and we'll go like... No, not that. We're going to go... You. Go you over here. Because I think we're going to go Bulwark on our Mercenary. And then probably the Treachery on the Mercenary, huh? So we got Hustle and Lawbringer, so that little Fanaticism. I don't know how... That level 1, the Aura... probably isn't going to be high enough to really get to me most of the time, but Imbue Quest Throwing Knives, they have quantity 200. So the quantity on a throw barb actually doesn't matter anymore, Viv. I don't know if you knew that or not. Hard to tell from the, just a few words in a comment there, but when you max out Throw Mastery, it ends up chance to not consume a thing. It actually ends up replenishing quantity on throwing items when this is maxed out, so, or even like really high, so you don't need to worry about the quantity at all anymore. So let's go ahead and get things set. I don't know what I'll need on strength and dex, so I probably don't need to do that all the way yet. Oh, the Hustle's in a Dimensional Blade. Oh no, he has 132 dex and he needs 136. Devastating, because I'm not high enough level. Come on! Well, anyways, he's got the Hustle in there. The Lawbringer, we can do without that. You should know that because you were playing Throw Barb a few weeks ago. Yeah, it can happen that way. Hey, we all forget stuff. Or, I mean, I never would, but you. Kavitsky, welcome in. What's going on? So, yeah, one of the ways I was going to try to get something mega budget to work is... And I might do it because you can actually shop Cruel stuff over here. For throw weapons. What else was I going to do real quick? So I didn't throw any of that stuff on. Like this. We'll leave those on, actually, whatever. So that's going to be throw, and I'll just buy this other stuff. I think I'm going to play it off as... We're definitely going to max out throwing, of course. We're going to go just 1 point into find item for now. Figure it out later. 1 point these. We're obviously going to be double throwing. I don't know, because you can wind up with Frenzy. I'll get 1 point into it, but I'm not sure that I really want to worry about it yet. So we got our damage maxed out on the throw stuff. And our chance to pierce. So 46 plus 33. 79. With no plus skills. So, clock welcome in. Lava Gouts be good? Yeah, for sure. They could be. That's a good one I should keep in mind for sure. I'm testing out just like budget. Lava Gouts are budget too. Finding them. I did just kind of grab like, there's no guarantee I'm going to find these either, but damage to demons is always clutch with attack speed. It's got enchant, huh? I don't know if this is true. Maybe. It's one I could definitely try. I didn't think too much about these things. The hardest thing is going to be the weapon. It's going to be the weapons. Getting my hands on some rare. I'm just going to shop for a quick second, see if I can find any of these cruel weapons over here to try them out, but 88 strength requirement. Yeah, strength requirement's not going to be too big of a deal for barbarians here, so 45. Yeah, I'm not like a super fast shopper person, so do forgive me. Ronzi, if that was directed towards me, ooh, yeah, if I got something like that with the cruel, it would be crazy, but what am I gonna do for my build? I'm going into throw, but yeah, I was kind of mentioning it a second ago. I'm apprehensive whether I'm gonna do it right off the bat, because I got to come up with a way. Is there any budget weapons that I could really do that are gonna work at all, you know? And I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to make it work right off the bat. So yeah, but by the way, yes, just one more time. This is I'm testing to try to find budget stuff right off the bat. So like perfect ethereal throwing items is not going to be an option. I'm talking like being, because you can't see there's a cruel balance knife, but that's only 39 throw damage. Like that's nothing. Well, put those on the Warcry side, I guess. That's nothing. But if you get, I mean, at least these could get over, like, if you get the right... Yeah, the bases don't even have enough damage with the cruel to get high enough, so... I don't think this ain't gonna work at all, of course. I'll just get a couple of them just to see whatever we could do, so... I haven't set everything up yet. I haven't really done much of anything on the character, so... I haven't fully spec'd it out. Oh, damage to demons, darn. I was like, couple super fast throwing weapons here. So yeah, I need to just get enough damage to be able to take out Eldritch, a P1 Eldritch, or Pindle. I mean, that does get it up to like... that does get it up to 80 damage instead of... This one's only 40 with Cruel because it has such a low... Maybe that's what I actually need to get, actually. It's like high max damage, essentially. Not the Cruel mod. Maybe that's what I tested before, was just with Cruel mods, and you actually get more. It's only 80, even at that, but... We'll get him. So just one more time, everybody, just one more time. I'm starting with a barbarian, and I want to go in and I'm trying to test out if there's any way I could manufacture a way to get weapons good enough to at least kill some monsters, use find item, get some perfect gems or something to trade for the better weapons, okay? So just the last time, like, I don't know what, if I'll just start blocking people, they keep saying the same thing over and over again, I'm not really sure. Like, I know it's not great. I know it's not great, but... It's like when, you know, people play through with like a pacifist paladin, and like somebody hops in and they're like, "Dude, you know this build isn't great by not attacking." Like I just, I'm not sure what's going on. Another war cries. We got 2 war cries anyways. That's good enough. So, man, I wish I would have put enough strength in that one. We're going to test out a couple of these here. Let me get more dex, right? It's dex. I just need more dex. So let's respec this real quick again. Yeah, I'll have enough strength, of course. Put the rest over here. I don't think I'll need any energy or anything. We'll just keep these down here if I want to test out. They're all just high max. That one's cruel. So there's 2 cruel and I have 2 high max. They're not that much damage, but just need to take out P1 Eldritch. Just in case, I gotta test out getting spun up too, of course. Find item. I have no plus skills of any kind. Can't get that any higher. I shouldn't need to battle order up higher. Man, I wish it was plus skills, jeez. I'm gonna bump this up for a little bit. Off the bat. And then the rest here, I guess. Try to keep my mercenary alive. Now we'll just shop up some, like, generic something or other. From somebody. Cheap rune words for the barb. Yeah, I got whatever you can, but the biggest issue being you can't make throwing weapon rune words. So that's kind of how most melee characters, most characters in general, get. Well, that only has a couple. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Damage early on is from rune words, you know. So I do got some, you know, some stuff like wisdom, but let's just see. We'll gamble up, and I hero edited this character in to test this out specifically. So, okay, for now, hoping to get a rare ring here that would be half decent. We'll gamble one more time. Just this would simulate me finding rings along the way, and maybe one of them would be rare that I could use. Oh, that's the one I just... Or you get ice blast charges. Option, I guess. 16 of strength. Sure. One more try. This is all just as if rings were dropping off along the way or something. Okay, well, there you go. Attack rating. Ooh, light radius. Let's go. Sure, good enough. We'll use solid ring for a melee character. Gets a mana leech, which I already got up here anyways, I think, but yeah. And then I guess attack rating life leech. I don't know if I have life leech anywhere else, to be honest, so we'll go with that. I don't know sometimes, guys. I don't know about you guys sometimes. Okay, we got that set up. Let's go. Maybe we'll put Frenzy over here in case I want to wind that up a little bit. Double throw, of course. Probably should have put one. Not that it's going to be... That's going to really matter. I should have put just like a movement leap at budget anyways, but whatever. We'll leave that open. Find item. Battle orders. Battle command. Alright, make sure it's P1. Not players 1. I don't remember if I ran out there, so we're going to reset real quick. No potions. Huh, we're not hitting much of it. It is dealing damage. It is dealing... He's dealing some good damage. I mean... Not fast.
$2 through Super Chat for well done steak microwave cooking.
Degenerate, yo! Thank you for that $2 super. I didn't think... I guess they are mostly hitting. They're just such low damage that it's very slow, of course. Am I using the cruel? I don't remember. I'll check after if I'm using the cruel one. This is obviously some mercenary. Oh, I forgot. Okay. But man, even getting to this part, this level, Degenerate. Once again, thank you so much for the microwave fun. Yeah, I can't get those steaks to well done if I don't have a microwave. All right. These over here real quick. What class is this? We're a barbarian. Let's just get some of these just in case I want to do something about it. Need more dex for attack rating? That is a way. That is a way for sure. So, not a big fan of having two separate weapons though. So that's boy, the max difference is huge there. Wonder if I try... So I got one that's got a higher max damage, but... Boy, that has such a low min. Let's just wing it. Let's just wing it. We'll try the ones that had the max damage. Boy, if you get okay gear on the mercenary, though, he's surviving like a champ, though, huh? He's doing most of the damage over here. That's hitting, but it's I feel I have to test back and forth which one of these, but other options. I mean, there's obviously the imbue quest. I might hit that a few times. Like I have them, and I usually never use them. I think we found the new Nova Sorceress, fellas. The new best budget early on. I have 2,500 life. Well, yeah, I'm simulating as if I had finished the game and I have like a level, you know, I have battle orders and stuff, you know, so. Your Amazon has 170 life? Yeah, that's not very much. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, who needs Mosaic when you got this mega budget throw barb, right? With shop throwing weapons. Yeah, I guess that one has a little attack rating too. I could... Oh, they both had attack rating. I didn't... Then that one has a bunch of attack speed. Bunch of attack rating. Both spears too. Double spear barb. Yeah, it's not going to be much difference, to be straight up. It's going to be pretty... These are super slow, I think, too, though, actually. Oh boy, I ran out of mana. Maybe they are a lot faster. Wait, hold on. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it actually seemed like it was doing better than before, actually. So maybe just shopping for... Literally, I shopped these in, what, less sub 5 minutes, too? Javelins fly further. I guess I... Now that you mention it, I had forgotten that, yes. That is... I think I've heard that before. I mean, not that... And once again, not great, but that was, like, doable. Of course... That's with some of these rune words and stuff, and, like, laying of hands, and... What if I take off laying of hands and, like, gore riders? Because I'm not going to have those right off the bat. That is a huge damage to demons. I need to stack a bunch of poison charms, huh? Just this guy's coming after me. Nobody else. Well, if anyone's ever doing a throw barb playthrough, you can shop up some throwing stuff, huh? Saigons, yeah, any of those type of things. What is it? That 3-piece death set could be something that would be. I mean, it actually is doable. I don't know if I really want to do it though. It is quite the slowness. Let me think here. Oh, Eldritch isn't a demon, he's a beast or whatever. Oh, aren't all those things around him? Oh yeah, this is a true story. Also something I forgot, Brian. Easily forgot that, Ron. So... Yeah, so I might just do that. Shop up the best thing I can get, I guess, pretty much for shopping.
Donated 4 Bulgarian lead and 49 Stotinkas through Super Chat. Phil's D2 Arlu. Microwave Goblin Toad. Pop Pop. Yes.
DP, yo! Thank you for the Bulgarian money. I forgot what I said they were now. Appreciate ya. Ya legend. Towards getting the microwave up and running. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. They're too fast and chargy. They are straight line though. But I'm not good enough to be rocking this. Even Pindle. Jeez. One attack rating, 1 damage. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm rocking. This one's got some attack rating on it. It's a little behind chat, I get it. But it also kind of sort of has damage. And then this one's is faster with max damage, so it goes up to, it's not even 100 though. But this is the one that felt the fastest, to be honest, out of the different things I had. I could check the shops every once in a while. I might just stick with the spears or whatever, though. Goblin toes. Yeah, I took that stuff off just because I wasn't sure what I would have early on, you know what I mean? And I wanted to test it, like, with just nothing, essentially. So I took off the open wounds crushing blow, you know what I mean? Oop. Yeah, but I guess the laying of hands, like, they're not demons like I forgot. I forgot they weren't demons. So it doesn't even really matter. It's just like generic 20 increase attack speed gloves, so. And this is my mercenary only has one weapon too, so he could be better, because the other one I forgot it was a phase blade. He's a high enough level. So I mean, I could do this for a little bit and you know, just get just a little bit of something. What I am going to do too, actually. Not that I'm going to do a ton of them, but just see how the Countess goes. But I'm going to want to get, like, just running the Countess. It's going to be real slow, though. I'm going to... Oh. Well, that makes it easier. I was like, I don't want to run around and look for it. It's like, I just want to do one, just go at the Countess with this and see what's going on. I mean, Act 1, do these guys... Yeah, I mean... I could get a shake off one of these bustas. Okay. This actually makes me, you know, if I could kill stuff even in Act 1 running around. I mean, I believe that might have been where I found my Burr rune at, huh? Yeah, this is where it's at. I'm feeling better about this. Yeah. G-Sec says he wishes they could make rune words and throwables. Well, me being an anti-change guy. That does seem weird, though, to make rune words in throwing items. I'm gonna be honest. You need a physical, hard pass. No Burr rune yet, though. I don't really know what's going on. How come I haven't found a Burr yet? Kinda confused. Oh no, it's a triple reverse map. Thanks a lot, game. Oh, that's probably another thing with the attack rating thing, too, when I was missing. I probably need to be close enough to my mercenary to get the hustle proc, huh? Or the the level 1 fanaticism. I should probably keep an eye on that. I knew it. I knew it. Ghost physical immunes only issue in the towers. Yeah, it was mostly just because I'm gonna need to get the Ko rune to make a hustle, right? And that's kind of what I'm thinking here. For should have went the other way. The stuff's up to the left here. Yeah, we'll jump into the fireball in a little bit. I know that was kind of the initial thing, but I want to test this out a little bit. Oop. Hey Barb, where you at? Or Mercenary, where you at, buddy? My gosh, look how much damage I'm doing. Oh my good, this guy's so good. This is actually, even though this is just, ooh, Act 1, big deal, Phil. This is actually making me feel a lot better. It's just because Act 5, the monsters are so much stronger. Maybe. Oh man, just wrecked. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe I need to switch to... Oh, how did he die so fast? A couple little runes. War Club. Is that Bloody Tree Stump? War Gauntlets? I need the Merc to help me out. Why am I not leeching anything from these people? Oh, they're wait, demon minions. I should be leeching from regular demons. Confused. Maybe I am. It just leeches at such a low level because it's such a small amount of, let's go! Tyler, this is what I'm going to run early ladder here, so. Mega budget throw barb is what I'm thinking. It's not the best, but yeah, Mortal King Slip. I was going to grab them, but I don't know if I end up making some kind of 2-piece gloves belt or something. We'll see what we do. Low damage, low leech. That checks out. That checks out. The logic is sound. Oh yeah, I was running this whole time without using battle orders, I think. No wonder I was dying so fast. Okay. Yeah, I think it is. It's obviously not the GOAT it is, but we'll take. I think I'm going to take the challenge on. Maybe. I think we're going to take on the challenge. Wow. Find item and got nothing. 50% chance in item drops. I got nothing out of any of those. Devastating. Reset group doom. Oop. True story, G-Stacks. Yeah, I mean, we can live with that. Let me run around. I'm just gonna one more countess here. See if that's gonna be a regular thing where a mercenary gets taken out. Of course, I would have another weapon on him too, I guess, but Tubby, welcome in. Zune, kind of. I have two to War Cries things on swap. I was just shopping real quick. I got two that had two, and just for testing purposes, I was like, all right, good enough. Uh-oh, this is gonna be. Probably shouldn't stop at this, but yeah, boy, poor guy. What? Why are they still have might? I didn't suspect them to still have might after I took the champion out, but there must be another one. Little skill issue there. I was trying to be in a hurry, so. I think there's another mighted archer, so. Yep, another mighted archer. Maybe we'll slow down a little bit there. Come on, Merc, I need you. There we go. Uh-oh, am I trapped in the corner? Not quite. And he's about to get ripped, isn't he? I can't do it fast enough. Oh, I couldn't. Dang it. Hellrune. I mean, I could do it. A little bit of a skill issue. But I think I can manage this. Yeah. I'm happy with it. We'll shop up a few different things and test them out. So, Tui, appreciate you. I'm gonna leave this character here. We'll hop into some of the fireball here for some more of the shenanigan messing around this. Yeah, I feel a little bit better about that. And I can always kind of like almost like grave robber barb it around as well, you know. Every once in a while. aka run around behind people in item finder real quick. Yeah, Kevin, what's my schedule going to be? It's going to be the same as it kind of is. I just kind of stream whenever I want to and play whenever I want to, pretty much. A little bit of both, whether playing with people or not. So a theory would work, yeah. So I was testing out how I would get with the throw bar, since I'm not doing it anymore. But anyone who's in here, I'll just shout it out like one last time. I was testing out because at the beginning of ladder, you're not, if you want to do throw bar right from the start, which I wouldn't always recommend, but it's like just something I wanted to try. I would not recommend it, but just how would you actually get weapons to actually work good enough that you could take out monsters in hell difficulty and actually get something done? This isn't terrorized, so it couldn't be Tyros anyways, but so that did work a little bit there. So I think that's going to be the go-to with making sure you have enough attack rating and just make sure you hit a lot, pretty much. Fireball beats Hydra. I mean, they work good together, kind of, sort of. But Fireball, you can actually aim, so yeah. Hydra, you just gotta drop down and cross your fingers that it does what you want it to do, so. Biv says I'm gonna drop a Sir 2:22 a.m. day one. Yeah, right. Northeast saying get lucky on your drops, crafting and gambling for stuff to do. Yeah, the ones I ended up using, the throwing weapons, are ones that I actually shot from Mala. So. But on my actual playthrough, I'm going to be a full team, like, support barb, essentially, so. Oh, this is all P1, too, isn't it? I forgot. Oopsie. Anytime I'm like, man, this thing is wrecking, I got to remember to check the players count. Didn't see which charm that was. If it was large, I don't care, but we'll go back and check. Yeah, okay. Of course it was. Giant Thresher. If it was day one ladder, I'd be pop that in the cube with some runes and whatever gem it is and try to get sockets. But woo! Good job, Phil. Battle orders ran out, of course. Good luck, ladder reset team. As G Stack said. Brookwell. Yeah, weapon upgrade cube recipes. You're talking for the throw barb ladder star Brookwell? Or yes, I'm not 100% sure what you were 100% sure what you were referring to. Yeah, Alex, I'm gonna play ladder tomorrow. Yep. Best place for a a lightning trap assassin to farm. I mean, there's a bunch of, if you're talking like budget, just you don't need infinity or perfect gear to farm. I mean, just like Eldritch and Shank. You can do some of the pits. Watching out, archers are immune to lightning, but you can generally take stuff out. And I assume you're talking solo too, because if you're with a team, I mean, usually it's Chaos Sanctuary, you can hop wherever you want to go, but you can kind of, the thing is too, is with lightning traps, you generally put a bunch of points into that firebomb. So you do have lightning and fire damage to take some stuff out, and then you have the corpse explosion from the Death Sentry. So if you have it set up right, you're usually fine in the pits, even without infinity. Players won in the pits, of course. Without the best gear, you're not going to be killing stuff too crazy, but... Luba's saying Arcane Sanctuary, huh? Yeah, I think that sounds right. I go there with Nova, because I think there's not any lightning immunes there, is there, usually? So that would kind of check out. Donut, welcome in. Yes, I will stream and play Ladder Reset. Yep. Yep. Fluff saying Poison Necro. How to do like players 8 games, like so a P8 difficulty Poison Necro, you're saying? I mean, I definitely have videos like fully maxed out endgame Poison Necro if you want to check those out. I mean, it's pretty much D-Web, you know, just have the best possible gear. D-Web is like Poison Necro on an entire another level, so. To farm an Archon plate, I mean, you're pretty much just farm whatever place you want in Hell difficulty, essentially. There's not... I mean, people will say cows, but each individual... Cows are just dense and they're not immune to anything, so anybody can kill them. So... Technically, the less magic find you have, the more likely you are to find things that aren't magic, because I'm assuming you need something socketed or white or something like that. But I don't... You know, unless you're a Javazan, I don't usually recommend cows a lot to people. Just I don't know. Maybe it's some of my own bias or whatever, but it's not something I like to do. So I mean, I don't know. Farm cows for eternity isn't really advice I want to give to people, I guess. I would just farm places that you can farm and find other things and cross your fingers and hope it drops, you know what I mean? Pestilence. I have a macro that I set up, which means all that means is I have a program that when I hit a button on my mouse, like one of the side buttons, it simulates hitting the buttons on my keyboard and stuff to go to the next one. And so somebody asked about rare belts. No, I haven't picked up rare belts for a long time. I just have no use for them on offline single player, and I need like so many thousands of them that I just stopped pretty much. Like literally every run, like 5 rare belts drop, and I'm just like, I don't want to ID all these anymore. I'm sick of this. They're always not great, and I'm never going to use one, so. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I guess probably online I would, or / do. But, and these things I just pick up for the lulz, kind of, sort of. So. If I was online, I would, because if you found an insane one, it would trade for so much that it'd be hype or whatever, but yeah, single player, I just don't remember worrying about it. As someone mentioned about Hydra earlier, there's some points like that Hydra is kind of beneficial, because when there's like a couple left over, and there's like so many items, you can't even see what you're doing, the Hydras still target them. But I'm like trying to click on the monster, and I accidentally click on like a full rejuve over here or something, so it shoots off in the other direction. Welcome in, Bobcat. What's going on? Crafting belts in 110? I don't really remember that. Could have been a time when I was taking a break from the game or something, or maybe I just didn't know a lot back then too. Jason says Trapper meh. I mean, it's not my favorite just because of the play style, but I mean, I think it works. Lightning Trap Assassin I think is pretty good, even like budget wise. But yeah, I don't like the kind of like the Hydras. I use Hydras once in a while, but the whole throw down and throw them on the ground and then sit there and wait for your stuff to kill things, I'm not a big fan of that play style, I guess. Oh. 2 Druid Skillers, Hershiser says, dropped today, huh? 2 Druid Skillers. Congrats on that. Starting a Paladin build, unsure what to go with. Hammer or Holy Fire? I mean, usually you would do like, and this isn't the end all be all what you have to do, but usually people will go like with Holy Fire and then they respec into hammers if they go that route, like if they want to go into hammers. So I mean, you can always do that if you want to. I mean, I would say hammers, certainly hammers after, well, at Act 4 of Nightmare is going to be far superior than trying to run like a Fire or a Zealer at that point. Nightmare Chaos Sanctuary is a disaster for fire. And then even worse when you get into Hell difficulty, so. I mean, I would guess I'd kind of recommend for someone newer to go like with the Fire Aura first, and then either swap into Hammers or Fists of the Heavens Paladin, but Fists of the Heavens can be annoying on playthroughs too, because it only does damage to undead and demons with the Holy Bolts that come out of the Fists of the Heavens, so I guess I would say go with the Fire Aura, then Hammers. For a long explanation. Gold tier, tired of Lemrunes. What? Get out of here. Why'd they ban you for that? Let's see. Oh, Donut up here a minute ago. Sorry. Getting behind, of course. Standard fill. Minus 42 on a D-Web, I believe. Congrats on that.
Let's go, good vibes. 9,999% MM for all hackers EMOJISS.
Bulba, thank you so much for the 43 months. Jeez, keep going like that, you're going to catch up to cheat stacks. 43 months of Slayership. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a little drink of some soda. Return. Forgot what I was in the middle of doing. Little skill issue here. This would work a lot better if I played that better. Yeah, we ain't all perfect, right? Where are we here? So you guys are talking about the pally with the explosive arrow crossbows or whatever. Couple bows, couple crossbows. Yeah, I hear people talk about that once in a while in chat. I've actually never seen one of those. I've never seen one in a video or in a game or anything, to be honest. I'll be honest, I play so much D2 and make videos, I don't really watch a lot of videos anymore, so. I can only devote like so many hours a day to Diablo 2 and I gotta like check out, you know what I mean? So, how many materials have I found? Not that many, LF. None. Oopsie. Is there an option in single player to reset stats infinitely? There is for PC. It only works for PC though. And it's not an option in the Battle.net launcher. I have a video about it if you want to see it. Exclamation respec. R-E-S-P-E-C. Respec. That shows you. You just type in enable respec in a certain spot. And boom. You have infinite respec, so. How many Templars? I'm pretty sure I'm at 10 now. Pretty sure. It could be 12, it could be 9. It's hard to, I'm not sure, but no, not respect. Respec. That's why I got confused when I was saying it, to be honest. Because it seems like the P was, you know, in the wrong spot. You get it. You know what? Marty. Yeah, that is R-E-S-B-E-C-T. Like that just wants to come out of your mouth, you know. That's why I kind of like shuddered when I was saying it, because it's almost like saying ogre now after saying ogre for so long. I can't even say it the incorrect way now. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard that song either. Jeez, what was I, like 9 the last time I heard that song? It's still just crushed into my dome. That's crazy. Just crazy. I'm gonna be honest. Just crazy. I don't know. I think you're talking about the infinite respec thing. You said it doesn't feel right to you. I think that's what you're talking about. If that is true, that's fine. Because everybody can choose whether they want to do it or not. There's no cheating on single player. I'm not racing anybody or anything, so that's fine. I would recommend you don't use it then, if you don't want to. For me, all around, it's just like great, because I don't want to play the same build over and like make a Blizzard Sorceress and just play that for 3 straight years. Or, oh, I need to play a different build for my next drop highlight video. Well, I need to go spend 8 hours farming up essences to get tokens, and all of these bosses I'm killing have 0 opportunity to drop my grail items, so I'm literally just wasting my time so I can respec, you know what I mean? So maybe we could argue, you know, whatever, but in my view, what I want to do, this is I think it's fine. So, but yeah, to each their own. That's the whatever makes everybody happy. If I could find this on the playthrough, that'd be goated. And those things, not those exact ones, but those cheaper throw items, I feel like, because nobody wants them. Nobody wants them. People won't even pick that stuff up, probably. So it'll be all mine. It's not like, oh, I need to find a Shaco. As soon as that sucker touches the ground, that thing just evaporates. Ooh. Just 2 by itself. Wouldn't do that. Oh, Xbox Hershiser says, so single player, you can't respec. Yeah, that's it's unfortunate that you can't do that on anything but PC. Let me scoot back up here real quick. Getting behind again, jeez. Bacon console players getting shafted. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Got this, hopefully I get it soon. Hopefully. Someone said Full Tails Fireball Sorks Reckon, yeah. And the thing is, too, is I have no skillers. I don't have a single skiller. It's all MF Charms. This is, of course, an area that's great for, you know... This is one of those situations where I kind of mentioned this before, and people, no, dude, damage, kill speed. Gotta get more damage, kill speed. But, and I've tried to explain this to people before. Some people get it, some people don't. If there's a skeleton right here, and I shoot it with a fireball, and it dies in one shot, why would I want to get more damage? You know what I mean? Like, boom, it dies. Boom. Well, he's... Bad example, he's fire enchant magic resist. He's a bad example, but like, I guess they take 2 shots, but if I had more damage, would it take 1 shot? It would probably still be 2 shots, so sometimes more damage isn't faster kill speed. Sometimes. Sometimes. Right, where are we at here? I'm getting so far behind. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read here and play and talk, and you know me. Scarab Husk defense okay to put a fortitude. Yeah. I would definitely not worry about. Personally, I don't worry about the bases too much as long as it's like a satisfactory base, Scott. So, I got my fortitude in a dusk over here. I got my enigma in a wormhide, like for my character. I personally don't put too much in. Like, I wouldn't put it in. Well, I'm trying to think of what bases can get 4 sockets, and you like. I wouldn't put my fortitude in a, I don't even know, embossed plate or something, I guess, but I wouldn't put my fortitude in a shadow plate or something, you know, I guess, because it's the strength to be so high. But yeah, sorry, I know these comments are from like 2 minutes ago or 3 or 4. Like, I'm just trying to catch up real quick. Zach Carpenter, if you're still here, you're new to the channel, sorry I'm taking so long to get to your stuff. Awesome stuff. Anything particular going for? Oh yeah, I'm trying to find Tyrell's Might there, for sure, Zach. Last item, I've never found a Tyrell's Might, the unique armor, in my entire life, so I'm trying to find it. And just super cool things. Donna up here says single player play how you play. Some people find things you won't like or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that's I totally agree with that for sure. Character for ladder. Yeah, I'm gonna go Barb Tombs. And I want to do a throw barb, but I'm not going to do throw on the playthrough. I'm going to be a support character, pretty much so. Tired of carrying everybody every season. Now I'm just going to be a support character. I'm just kidding. I got jokes. Appreciate you, Zach. Hopefully I find it, he says. Hopefully. Good old Dusk. 450. That's not bad, but I don't feel like keeping it. I got a bunch of different whatchamacallit. I forget what can Dust goes to, like 467 or something like that. Man, my nose just hold on, give me a second. Sorry, my nose just got real itchy out of nowhere. The Bacon says serious 3% of the time. I'm sorry, I forgot what you weren't being serious about now. I forgot already. Oh, console players always being shafted. That must have been that one. Well, you might have been joking, but it was kind of true. Not always shafted, but yeah. Oh, Jeezy up a minute ago says, actually, you can infinitely respec on single player. You just gotta farm up all them essences. I guess technically. Technically. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it. G-Sec says 467 is perfect. Yeah, I thought it was, but I just didn't want to say for sure that it was because sometimes I'm wrong. But I don't remember why. But I have that memorized for some reason. Oh boy, no wonder everything was dying slower. I don't know why I memorized the maximum defense on a Dust Shroud. I don't know. But I did at some point for some reason. I wish I would have memorized the perfect Dusk Shroud defense, but... Or, Wormhide, I mean. See, G-Stacks, good info up there. I didn't know that he said, between an Archon and a Scarab Husk, because there's only 24 difference in defense. If they were both perfect, per se, so... Yeah, actually, that's very, very important note right there, G6. Yeah, I would challenge anybody to play a character and tell me, play it one time and then play it another time that had 24 less defense and tell me which one had the less defense or not. Tell me if you could tell. Like, man, I can't survive at all. What is going on here? Oh, you tricked me. There's 24 less defense. Boy, what kind of Giga Chad would that? Oh my gosh, dude, I would just quit making YouTube. I'm like, I don't even deserve to make YouTube videos. Like, somebody knows is that keened into everything. Oh my gosh, crazy. Let's see, we got 79 likes on YouTube. Make sure YouTube hit that like button for me, huh? Help me out. Google makes the world go around, right? Why? Rear says, why am I not self-wielding Infinity right now? Self-wield Infinity on a Fireball Meteor Sword. I don't get the joke. Or what you mean by that? If you're serious, then you just made a mistake. Because Infinity has minus 50 to lightning res, so it doesn't minus the fire res that way. If you were just like mistaken and confused or something. Maybe you were, oh, you just hopped in real quick and thought I was playing a Novasaur. Gotcha, okay. That makes sense, okay. Just a little confusion. I'm picking up, laying down. Oh, come on. Still not making an obsession, guys. Did I try it with the Phoenix Shield? I've done Fireballers with Phoenix, yes. So for this specific one, I initially set this up as being my TZ Andy Slayer. TZ Meph and Andy, and that's like all I used it for. And I was like, huh, how would it work if I hopped out with all this Magic Find and, you know, with this character? And I was like, oh, it's actually working really good. So then I was like, well, I'll just keep using it. So yeah. This isn't necessary, and plus it's cool just using full tails. So it's not, this isn't perfect min-max Fireballer. It's just works really good Fireballer that is using full tails, and I want to use full tails, I guess. Yeah, Marty, it was that was a comment I was reading from Twitch. The Twitch title's different. Half the time when I use the meteors, I know I don't use the meteors much, but it's because by the time the meteor hits the ground, everything's dead already. If I just blast fireballs, so. Oop, I just hiccuped while I'm trying to swallow here. Perfect. Hand of Justice. I feel like I never really use Hand of Justice. Isn't that like stupid expensive? Where are we at here? Well, since I had it open, I thought I'd just look at it. I don't think I ever used Hand of Justice, and yeah, boy. Can we just sort this by letters? Great. Podge. Sir Cham Am Low. Oh, little expensive. Minus fire res. Okay, alright. So Hand of Justice Phoenix. I've never tried it with that without having Heart of the Oak or Oculus. Man, getting to a breakpoint would be... You'd have to go Viper Magi. You'd probably have to go Viper Magi with like a 220 circlet, huh? A 220 Sork circlet or something? I'd have to look, because let's say you had a 20 FCR amulet. Like a super nasty Sork amulet. Do I have one around here? I don't know if I have one on single player. I could use that one. Pretty cool. I guess I never made one on single player, but something like this. So 20, 40, 60 between the helmet, belt, gloves. 35 for Viper Magi. Head breaking 95 and then one ring for 105. Six faceted crystal sword, says FA. Ooh. I mean, probably cheaper too. Maybe. I don't know how much a 5/5 fire facet would really go for, but is Crushing Blow only for melee characters? Yes. Yeah. It's Crushing Blow only works for like the melee attacks. New season tomorrow. Yep. Any new MF run counters? Not that I'm aware of. So that old one, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if that guy's... I don't think that guy's updated it in a long time. I don't think it syncs with your game, but you have to like auto... What I used to do is the run counter that I used to have up here. I don't really use it anymore, but I would sync it in with the macro on my mouse. So the same way I save and exit super fast without hitting anything, I would, in that part of that macro, I would have the reset the run counter buttons plugged in there. So, but yeah, back in the day, it was sick when it would just read your game, so you wouldn't have to finagle that around like that. Oh, Degenerate says that they have updated it to where it syncs with the game now. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Or, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I just kind of stopped using it because I started to find it for making my content, it wasn't really applicable. The amount of time I played was more, because when it would be like I did 150 pit runs and two 1 hour stints of TZ Andy and one TZ Mephisto and a TZ Chaos because it was up, and you know it wasn't like doing 200 pit runs like that wasn't really a thing I did anymore, so I just kind of stopped using it. Am I using fire as shoot us? No. So yeah, this is what I'm using right here, everybody, is just a full tals. So I don't always play the absolute best possible build all the time, but I mean, it obviously works good, right? This was my dedicated TZ Andy farmer on single player, and I decided just to go ahead and use it in some other areas. Oh, you guys didn't tell me. It's already been 30 minutes. Unbelievable. I didn't realize it's stinking breast shocking, bro. Man, real mad now. I wasn't paying attention. No, I did spend a little bit too much time, more time than I meant to, messing around with the throw barb at the beginning of stream there. My favorite. Let's get that mite. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, it's on P7. We probably don't need that, huh? Hershiser. Too late on the... Too late. It's faster just to type it than it is to go into the menu, to be honest. Yeah. You all have failed me. No, I'm just... What? I'm not sure what just happened. My hotkeys just changed. I must have hovered over something on accident and clicked something. I don't know. Miss. I'll try to run a couple of max efficiency ones here. I never really pay too much attention. Trying to read chat and stuff. I need faster run walk on the boots here. See, like you can these cycle through them like mega quick. Why do I have 48 MF ones here? Wasting those two magic find. Oh, immunifier. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Get a Merc. Oh. Probably should grab a Sunday, but you know what you gonna do. 3 or 4 years, you say, Bobcat? Could be. That's probably about how long I've been on YouTube. Maybe. Brandon, yo!
Brandon Guillory donated $2 through Super Chat. It's still slaying. I'm staying.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the...
Let's go fill my man.
Super Chat, Brandon. You legend. Oh, and another... Hold on, I can't see what's going on here. Thank you so much, Brandon, for the $2 supporting the microwave fund. Appreciate you. My blown up microwave had to get a new one and took hours to replace because I'm only so good at doing things. Oh, Sunday, of course, because it's by itself. No good. And Figlet, thank you for the Twitch Primes. 19 months subscriber there on Twitch. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Figlet. Love when people take Jeff Bezos' money and give it to a streamer in the form of a Twitch Prime sub. So Neil, welcome in, welcome in. Good call, G-Sticks. How long have you been streaming on Twitch for? Wicked asks. Well, I streamed on Twitch for, I don't know if it was even a full, maybe a year. I don't remember for sure. Maybe it was a year and a half. Maybe it was 9 months. Maybe it was, I don't know. But it was probably like, it probably wasn't that long. It was probably like 6 months, to be honest. And I knew that there was YouTube streaming. I had heard about it. No one really was taking advantage of it. No one was doing it. And I was streaming on Twitch, and I've told the story a few times, but one day I was like, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away all these high runes. And in 1 hour into stream, okay? And a couple of people came in and left, and then it came to do the giveaway, and I'm like, all right, who wants these runes or whatever, blah, 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 you know, and then nobody said anything, and I was like, all right, well, let's do a couple runs here, you know, wait for you guys to answer or whatever. And then I did a few runs, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do that rune giveaway. Who wants it? No one answered, and I was like, okay, if anyone's in the stream right now, just anyone, just literally anybody, say something. Nobody said anything. So anyone who had been watching, they just like were lurking, they just left me up and walked away or something, you know, which at least it gave me some viewers or something, so it would put me not at the very bottom of the list. But so I was like, wow. So I'm streaming on Twitch and just nobody's watching me day after day after day after day. So I guess, what's it gonna hurt if I try YouTube? Nothing. It's not gonna hurt anything if I'm streaming to no one anyway. So I streamed on YouTube, and the very first day I had like 50 people watching me, and I was like, this is way better. Way better. I was like, holy smokes, I can actually like talk to people, answer questions, and respond to their interests or whatever, and it's crazy. But yeah, and then for dual stream, it's been a few years. I don't remember exactly, but Dominic Jedi or Demonic Jedi. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Oh, appreciate you. Okay, all right. Dominic Jedi. My bad. Yeah, Swish. Very true, very true. Infinitely better discoverability. Yeah, and that was at the time I already had like, I don't know, maybe I only had like 4 or 5,000 subscribers, maybe not even. Maybe I had 3,000 or 4,000. I can't remember. But still, I was trying to, you know, I was doing what everyone else said. Like, you would watch YouTube videos, and they're like, get the YouTube videos going, and then tell them to come watch you over on Twitch. And I used to do that, you know, hey, check me out on Twitch, I stream over there, you know. And yeah, it was a tough transition to get anybody to go watch me, I guess. But you know, then I started streaming on YouTube, and I was the only person in the world, any game, anything ever, that was streaming on YouTube at the time. Not literally, but I was the only Diablo 2 person, and like probably in the whole world, streaming on YouTube. It was right early, so. But yeah. I'll never forget how crazy it was when D2R launched. Because my subscriber count went up pretty quick, but more so than that, the day that D2R launched, I was probably, I think, the only English-speaking, at minimum, English-speaking Diablo 2 player there was. Or Diablo 2 streamer on YouTube. So the first day, I went from streaming to like 30 people, 40 people, maybe 50 or 60 on a good day on YouTube. There was I had over 6,000 people in my stream. That was crazy. Can't even, it was like when you watch those streamers and you can't even read the chat because it's like flying by so fast. Yeah. But yeah, it was just because D2R launch day was so huge. It was crazy. I mean, that's amazing. Pretty sure when Phil started, he had hair. No, not true. Not true at all. It's been over 10 years now since I shaved my head, so. Oh, man. Hex Viper. Twitch Prime subs coming in hot. Appreciate you, Hex, for another Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. Marty says back then. So back then, like when D2R launched, it was for younger turds, says Marty. Younger people, huh? I mean, I think Twitch is just more so for younger people. Just in general, even now.
It's insane.
So, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it isn't. Whoa, you almost took me out. Or axe, or pipe, whatever. Nate, thank you for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs there over on Twitch. You legend. Appreciate you. Man, very generous of you. Level 2 hype train complete. I will say, though, Twitch has a lot better, like, just every little functionality around the streaming thing. Whether it's just the little things that don't matter too much, like the hype train, but... Or, like, the Twitch emotes actually show up in the chat, but the emotes, any type of emotes, really, on YouTube don't show up. It just says, like, exclamation, you know, or whatever, you know? I don't know why it's like that, but it is, but... Break out the wig. We're doing another wig stream? Come on. I think it's too early for another wig stream already. A little too early. Today's just a short little casual stream. What? Jordan, why would you be so offensive right now? I'm the Phil Hellmuth of D2R? Oh boy. So I just freak out and start yelling at everybody? Come on, Jordan. I did, Gold here saying I did have long dark hair a couple years ago. Couple decades ago maybe. Couple decades ago. Well, hopefully I'm not the Phil Hellmuth. I'm more of the Phil Ivey of D2R. How about that? Got the wrong Phil. The D2 brat. Oh my god. Guys. Carroty. Oh, I said too early. Carroty mail saying insulting Northeast Europeans. Or North Europeans. Well, when I said early, what did I mean by early? I don't even know what I meant. Early in the stream, maybe, or something. I don't even know what I meant by saying that. I really have no idea. What time's the new ladder start? It's 8. Is it 9 Eastern? I'd have to Google. I mean, I'd have to Google it again to tell you. So. Yeah, Phil Ivey does sound better. He's way cooler, right? So, is there a picture of Phil with long hair? Lacamo. You know there is. Come on. I feel like you're playing into my wheelhouse here. But we'll do it anyways. Everybody knows what's coming right now. I was 22 in this picture right here. 22 years old. So yeah. Sick AF Atreyu shirt. Just legendary. Look at these little tiny. I ain't got guns yet. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I should grow my hair back? Matthias. That's a great idea. Figlet's like, I don't see a difference between you now and then. I see no difference. You're probably going to want to get your eyes checked. Yeah, that would have been... I'm not sure if X's and O's, that album probably was out, but I didn't get that album right away when it came out. I wasn't sure about that one. But yeah, it was definitely like The Curse was my jam. Still is. Bet you still have that Atreyu shirt? I don't have it, actually. I don't know where it went. I think it's just... if I had to guess, it probably just got too small and I stopped wearing it, to be honest. Like, there's no way. I was like 190 then. $230 now. Like, and that shirt was probably, I bet you that shirt was an adult medium. No joke. That's what I used to wear.
Raymond donated $5 through Super
Chat. I was so skinny.
Don't make the mistake of buying combination air fryer, microwave like I did.
Do Ramen, thank you. Mountain Dew Robin, thank you for the $5 super. Yeah, definitely no combo thing. No. We got just a microwave, no combo thing. Thank you for the advice either way, and thank you for the $5 super. I wish I still had that Atreyu shirt so I could give it to my daughter or something. But yeah, I was, at the time, I was the same height, of course. I was 22, but I was probably 6'3", like 190, maybe 200. Probably 195. Like, I hardly worked out at all up to that point. What was the longest you've gone without shaving your head? Maybe like 10 days at most. But I don't even know for sure. But it's not uncommon for me to go like 5 to 7 days without shaving my head. But I don't, any more than that, it starts to get weird. Like, you know, I start looking like that one guy from, the guy from Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, wife beater, mustard stains. Listen up, Cletus! I forget his name, you know the guy I'm talking about. Skomaha. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing the next season. For sure. Shimnor, all that I got married, all the hair fell out. No. I shaved my head like, let's see. Actually, when I met my wife, I was like going super bald already when I met her. And when I met her, I had a little bit of hair. And then I shaved my head. So. No. Definitely not Galback's fault for sure. No. Oh, Trevor, real floor. Yeah, Trevor is his name. Good call on that one. Good call on that one. Was just able to get Metamorphosis Helm before ladder ended. Congrats on that. Glad you got what you were looking for. Yeah, I know it. So my nose is so itchy. Tag Gecko, welcome in. Hassan, yo. Microwave answering machine. Yeah. It's getting kind of old. Might need to replace it. No, the microwave we had was not that old either. Man, I've had to replace, this is the second microwave in the last like 3 years. I really wish this last one didn't die on me. And you can't but you can't repair them though either. Like you can, but you can't. Like you're gonna pay $150 to get your microwave repaired, or you're gonna pay $200 to buy a new one. Like, Sansa, you need Griffins and Maras. Some good stuff. Hopefully you get that stuff pretty quick, huh? Maybe I missed the context of the comment there, but if if you need that stuff, hopefully you find it soon, huh? Swish had to replace our gas stove last week. I didn't explode. Congrats. Gas stove, yeah. I'm not a big fan of the gas stoves. I'm a big fan of the flat tops, the completely flat. You know, if something boils over, it just is flat. You know, you just wipe it up. I hate the ones where it's like the burner, where either it's the coil or the gas one, and then it comes over and it goes down inside you're like, oh gosh. You know, not that you want things to boil over, but you know, mistakes are made, you know what I mean? When is it easier to... Wait, what? When it's easier just to donate plasma for a week or two than to try to repair it? I guess so, Mountain Dew, yeah. Get right to repair rolling soon. Well, it's not even that you can't do it, but I mean, am I really going to be replacing the... What is it even called in a microwave? The magnetometer or whatever it's called? I don't think so. A person sitting at home is not replacing their own microwave's magnetometer. I would suspect anyways. Maybe some of y'all can, but I'm not that handy. Like I just said, it took me, if you combine the time, this and that, it took me a couple of hours to replace my microwave. Like 3 hours, so. Like, the holes... This is what they should do. You remember when there used to be all these different, like, charging plugs for different electronics? Whether it was your iPhone or the iPod or, like, some other MP3 player or the cell phone or your, you know, a CD player. Like, everything had different charging cables. And now they all are the same one. That should be the case for everything in the world. And not just charging I'm talking about. You're like, Phil, that's kind of like, how many different charging things are there? Microwaves should all have the exact same mounting bracket, and the holes should be located in the same spots. The last 3 microwaves I had, the holes were in the same spots, but they were shifted a 1/4 inch. Making it ridiculous. So you have to like either grind out to make the hole just slightly bigger to line up with the screw holes for the next microwave, or like fill it with putty, wood filler, and then re-drill it. Like, why aren't they in the exact same spot? They shifted a little bit just to mess with you is what's going on. I'll tell you. It should be illegal. It's just ridiculous. The flux capacitor, yeah, like, that's what you gotta replace. True story. Haven't really found nothing good, Hassan. For the first, like, almost hour, I was messing around with attempting some kind of mega budget throw bar, but messed around with that a little bit longer than I meant to. But it was fun, so it's fine. Microwave things in your PC case? Ooh, well, I don't know how hot your computer's getting. That might not be a good thing. We could upgrade this in Ogrimal if it rolled good. Got 6 more minutes. A terrorized thresh socket. What do we got coming up here? Okay. Guess I got rid of that tab, but that's okay. Tristram. Oh, what time we got here? Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock. Well, maybe I could squeeze in another half hour of slaying, huh? Maybe. Daughter's got softball this afternoon, so not that I see. Maybe I'll talk to Gal back and see if she's gonna take care of dinner today. G-Stack said he keeps a box of burritos strapped to his PC so that way they stay warm all the time. Why y'all's PC's getting so hot? Marcus, yeah, I'm going to go with the Barbarian off the start, and I want to go into Throw. I think it's going to be hard, but I might go Throw, like, straight after the hell difficulty beating. It's going to be a struggle bus, but maybe I'll do it. I could always respec into something else, too. Throw Barb, is it good? It can be good with the best gear. But there's not really great budget options that like you can get super early. Like it's real easy for a sorceress to farm up like a spirit sword is what I mean. But what are you supposed to farm up for a throw barb, right? For your your weapon. Even other items, like it's real easy to make, let's say your whirlwind barb, like you can make an obedience or something, or you can like, you know, pretty much every caster just goes with, you know, just goes with the spirit sword, but. Zyobrick? Open air custom. Yeah, that's pretty much what mine is. I gotta actually get mine kind of put back together. When my computer melted down, I actually took it out of my, I kind of built mine into an old, hard to explain. It sounds goofy off, well, it is kind of goofy either way, but built it into like an old TV stand. So it is like open, sort of, on the ends. But I took it out of there and set it on top so I could like fix and try to figure out what was going on when I was trying to get things to work right before. Then I ended up having to reinstall my Windows and stuff, but I never put it back inside so it's sitting on top. But I need to... The problem is to get everything back inside, I have to unplug everything from the back and then put it inside and then replug everything in. Like, because it only fits in from the one side. The hole on the other side's too small. So it's ridiculous. But anyways. You gamble throw barb weapons? So the ones that I was using, I actually shopped from Mal over here. I was like... Nothing crazy around, but they can get ED. And you can actually get up to 300 ED, which they have low damage. So... But you can get ones... I found one that was... It was like 60 max damage with 40 increased attack speed. That one was working pretty good, along with another one that was like, you can get the Fool's mod on them. So I might try to get 2 with the Fool's mod, so you have a ton of attack rating, so every hit hits. And I might even, boy, I might have to do all kinds of shenanigans with it, to be honest. Just stack up like, what you call it, elemental damage charms and stuff, just anywhere I can get damage from, probably. Yeah, I would not say I have the goatedest strategy at the beginning, but we're going to stumble through it and figure out what we can figure out. I don't know which part of this is a joke and which part is serious, if any. You have a food storage box in your Ford Runner near the engine to keep your food warm till you get to where you're going? Is that a true thing or no? I can't tell. Can't tell. The Zoibrick saying preliminary build was motherboard with 4 little legs attached to a flat part on your desk. Yeah, that's essentially what mine looks like right now. It essentially is just sitting out like it's a test bench or something. And I need to get it back in where I originally had planned it to be for safekeeping. Because literally the first day after I put it out here, after I got everything working, I was streaming with it, I bumped one of my lights and my light like and fell right over onto my... I'm like, ah! Luckily, my 4070 Ti stopped it. I wish I was joking. Wish I was joking. Oop. Maybe we'll just hit this for a little bit. I think 4:30. I think that'll be fine if I hop off here at 4:30. Good old Full Tails Fireballer. Shimnor, take care, all you say. All right, peace out. Nightbot, what is going on? Man, Nightbot, great dude. Says hit the like button. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit that like button on YouTube, huh? Help a brother out. Oh, went right past these guys, huh? How about that? Yeah, Tristram, maybe not the most dense, perfect displace, but it's so easy, you know. Makes you feel real strong, right? Real nice. Look what I can do. Edward, what's going on? G-Stack said he's serious. Legitimately, legitimate thing that a lot of people who do off-roading, they put their meals in a... Is it literally called a burrito box, though? I guess it's something maybe I had heard of. I thought you're like it's an official thing that like was built into the car specifically for that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we're still on P1, aren't we? Oopsie. That would make more sense as well. I forgot it was on Players 1. I feel like I should be able to handle Players 7 Tristram. Maybe. Jewelers of the Whale! Oh, where are we at here? Tried to build with the EVGA replica, kind of worked. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm not really... I'm probably not as much into computers and stuff as you are, I'm guessing. But I'm guessing that's some kind of test bench. A standard test bench or something you could get. Yeah, I kind of made something up myself. So I used to work in a metals steel fab company, and I ran a steel cutting laser. So I drew up a mounting plate out of aluminum, and that matched the whole configuration of the motherboard, like how you'd mount it inside of a computer case. And I mounted that inside of this. Well, I could mount it literally like anywhere I wanted to, but I mounted it inside of this old, like essentially like a TV stand, I guess you could say. Kind of in the area where like the VCR and stuff would go, and the you know, you'd put like the controls for your sound system and stuff in there, in that like boxed in area with the TV on the top. But I just have nothing. I would normally just have nothing on the top, and then there's doors underneath where you can put some stuff. But right now it's just sitting on the top of it because I got to put it back together. What? 15? So depending on where you got it from, or if you could even find one, it's 1,500 to like 5K for a... Huh. Yeah, that's too much money for a computer case. But that's originally why I didn't buy a computer case, because I was like, man, these computer cases are like expensive. Like the computer case, how cheaply I had originally put my computer together back in the day. Because I was using like a 3400G and like all this other kind of like cheaper end stuff. It literally, my computer that I originally started making D2 videos on was like $325 or something. But yeah. And I was like, am I really going to pay like $150 for a box for this computer? A $300 computer that's like $150? Boy, I don't know why I can't. I'm like trying to think about what I'm trying to say, and I can't do anything right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I feel like everything just got turned up to. Oh wait. Oh no. I thought I was gonna have whatchamacallit on the other side here. Thought I usually when stuff goes slow, I have my call to arms out because I'll be missing all this minus res right here and whatnot. But no, just not good. I'm just not very good. Need to find something like that. This is probably twice as good as what I had shopped from the vendors or whatever. I need to find a decent throw weapon anywhere. Yeah, honestly, we weren't really talking about this, but I'll bring it up again. The throw barb with the budget stuff. I think I'm gonna end up being all right because I think on the even just on the playthrough or something. I think somebody can grab a throw, whatever, and it'll be better than what I could probably shop from Mala, to be honest. And the stuff I shot from Mala, it was working, technically. Probably what most people would not consider viable, but it actually did work. Sort of. Zubrick saying, play in D2R in 4K now. Congrats on that. I just do mine in 1440 here. See, Donut saying Spirit really only has cast rate over it. Did we... Are you... behind on the stream there, Donut? I'm not sure whether that was... I forgot what I said that would be directed to. My apologies. I do see up a minute ago, Donut, you did say you found a first Haas, huh? Congrats on that one. Through here. Can I get through? There we go. Oh, now I gotta go check what that charm was. I didn't see it. 43-inch monitor. This guy. I don't even remember what mine is. 21 maybe? 23? I don't even remember them now, to be honest. Oh, Haas over Spirit Shield. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. Whether you're hammers or foe, you can make arguments for both. You said you were responding to someone else's comment in chat, but personally, what I usually end up doing is I use Spirit on the hammered in, and I use Haas on a Fist of Heaven's Paladin. Just usually ends up the different breakpoints and whatnot, and my reses end up being Captus, and that ends up working out for that way. But yeah, either one you can't go wrong with. How was that missing? I don't know. Must have been on the other side. Oopsie. Why not? We'll see what happens. Every once in a while. Oh, Stewed.
Prune donated
Prunes.
$1.99 through Super Chat.
Super chat with no chat in there. What's going on? No, it's Dude Prunes. Thank you so much, you absolute slayer. Supporting the Sweet Phil's blown up microwave fund. Ooh, man. So this is what somebody probably said. Keep your upgrade sets or whatever. 40 with 200. If I found this for my throw barb, that's why I've been identifying a few of these. And I could upgrade this to whatever the next higher one is. That would be huge. With the increased attack speed, life leech, and that ED on there, attack rating. Oh my gosh, that'd be huge. Once again, Stewed Prudes, thank you so much. Marius saying, been playing for 6 months, still no Monarch. Ooh, that's sorry to hear that. Boy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I always find Monarchs way faster. This is a normal story I hear from a lot of people, though, so I'm not sure if it's just maybe your play style or, like, if you're playing in a lot of games where you play with other people, so they, like, everyone else grabs them before you can, or what, but, So, Marius, what type of characters are you playing? Character or characters? Trash, yo. Celtic, welcome in. Addicted to watch my YouTube videos? Oh my gosh, what a legend. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching the vids. Celtic. Oh, and he cops in with a tier 1 sub over on Twitch. Thank you so much. You slayer. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see where we go here. Paladin and Sorceress, huh? So, if you're running a lot of times, almost every ladder reset in the first couple of days, I almost always find a Monarch on the way down to the Countess, killing packs on the way down to the Countess. So, it's not necessarily that those monsters have some higher drop rate for it or anything. It's just, like, here we are in Act 1. These monsters are just incredibly easy to kill usually. Like, this is players 8 here, but usually I'm just like P1 running down there by myself because I'm trying to get like runes to make a spirit sword or something, and I find a Monarch or something, or I'm trying to get a Lem rune and to make treachery or something. So I don't know necessarily which sorceress you are. Nova's like the awesomest for running the Countess out of the standard ones, Blizzard, Fireball, blah 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 blah. If you're regular lightning, it rocks pretty good too. Paladin, I mean, Chaos Sanctuary, you can't go wrong, but I kind of assume if you're a Hammered in a Fist of the Heavens Paladin, you're probably doing that already, so hard to believe you're getting that bad at luck, though, but I mean, I guess that's the best advice I can give you. Technically, the less magic find you have, the more likely stuff is to fall white and socketed, because stuff is more likely to be magic if you have more magic find, but I usually if you don't have a spirit, you usually don't have a ton of magic find, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Like, if you don't have a spirit Monarch, you probably don't have like 450 magic find or something, so. I always find high value things trash, like a white Monarch. I mean, it is usable, but I wouldn't say high value. Different Marius, I guess? Or is this the same Marius hopping over to Twitch? I can't tell. But he says, just go Mosaic and don't worry about it. Yes, that is true. You don't need a Monarch on a Mosaic Assassin. Logic is sound. Logic is sound. Better drop rates for Monarchs. Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned it in there, how I always find a Monarch early in ladder. But yeah, it's not so much. Most of the explanation isn't so much about getting the better drop rate, but you really just have to kill monsters fast and hope something drops. Cross those fingers. Because, and not necessarily you, but I feel anyways, I hear this a lot, that people, they try to find, where's the best possible place to find a monarch? Like, I can't find one. And it's not so much there's the best possible place, like, you know, they'll get recommended to run cows. That might be true if you're a Novasaurus with self-wielding infinity in cows, that you're gonna, you know, have the best chance of finding bases for Runeward. But if you don't even have a spirit and you're a sorceress, how fast are you killing these cows, right? So it may not be the best advice, in my opinion, for somebody who has absolutely no good gear to be trying to go at P8 cows. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Burr, Griffins. I found a Burr and I found a Griffins. This is true. This is true. But hey, you slay a bunch of demons, stuff's gonna happen. Yeah, Zubrick says, yeah, like he says, cows, so it takes a few hours. Yeah, see, that's, I don't know. Just, that's not what I recommend for really anybody, but... Because like I say, if people are new and they can't find a monarch, like, how fast are they going to be killing cows to, like, get anything, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of the way I look at it. Marius, yo, thank you for the Slayership on YouTube. Thank you for the YouTube membership. You Slayer. Appreciate you. No. It's a me. Different Marius. Okay. Different Marius there on Twitch, I suppose. Appreciate you. I don't think about farming Grizz for bases. No, I wouldn't. In general, I would never recommend farming Grizz for anything. In general. Oh, Biv always a legend for pulling those up. It's almost like Biv is a bot or something. Biv, are you a bot? Pulls up the Monarch video. Appreciate you. I don't remember the exact setup I had for that video, but I'm guessing what I did is I go over where I always find the monarchs and kind of recommend that advice to people. I'll take out Grizz this time, but he's usually, this guy drops nothing, ever. Just nothing ever. Figuratively, of course. Beat, bop, boop. SB says use a lidless meanwhile. I would say, I wonder if people find lidless before they find monarchs usually. I would say you probably find a monarch before you find a lidless usually. Unless you're like Motrick and Mephisto, or sometimes that's what I think too, like people don't find their monarchs. They're doing a lot of Andy and Motrick and Mephisto and stuff. Possibly, you know, this isn't a one size fits all, but you know, I think that's another reason why sometimes people, maybe. Celtic said, offline single player, you just want the runes for Enigma. 2 weeks, around 3 hours a day, nothing. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's tough. I'm assuming you're running lower Kuros with some efficiency, because really, like, quote-unquote time, if you're doing, like, 1 run a minute, that's not really a lot of runs, right? But if you're knocking out, like, 3 runs a minute, then, you know, then you're hitting 120 runs an hour. Something like that if you have a good map. 2 campfires, of course, so you can have 6 super chests. And hopefully you're not doing it on players 1 also. Just kind of going over the bases. You might know all this stuff, but just in case, you know. You want to do players 7 in my recommendation for sure. Occasionally people recommend P5, but I'm not on that train. I still say P7. Electro says Rhyme Shield. Yeah, that would definitely be the go-to I would say before what most people would have before Spirit, usually. Runs are easy when you know the secret. Are you talking about cow runs, Zoidbrick? Because I know that's what you were talking about. Secret to cow runs. Why 7 over 8? Well, if you're on offline single player, Mike, players 7 and 8 are going to have the same rune patterns and drops regardless. So, and that's why I'm running P7 right here anyways. On single player, even if you're killing monsters, player 7 or 8 is the same on offline single player. Just because of the way the drop, no drop chances work and stuff. Based upon players count and players close and stuff like that, so. Found your first burr, says J Park. Congrats. I see you say you had a 111 or 111 magic find. So rune drops aren't affected in any way by the amount of magic find you have. So they aren't. Rune drops are not directly affected by magic find. But regardless, either way, congrats on the burr rune. Now, Magic Find helps with uniques, but it doesn't do anything for runes. So, but yeah, just kind of FYI. Yeah, more Magic Find will cause more blue items to drop and set items and unique items. Oop. Oh, we're right here. Zoidbrick says finding runes. I mean, to a point, I don't know. I've cleared a lot of monsters, and finding high runes has never been a consistent endeavor in my experience, no matter what. I've done 0 magic find cows before. Hundreds and hundreds of 0 magic find cow runs. Actually, the time I did that, which was like a year ago, I found the only high rune I found was a Vex. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how many. Was that just 100 runs? 100 cow runs? Which 100 cow runs for the Lightning Fury Javazon still takes a little bit of time. Maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was like 200 runs. I can't remember. So Biv says ladder start 8 p.m. EST. So best character build and place to farm on ladder reset. Super opinion type of question there. There is no number one. This is no doubt the one you should play and farm here. It is the best. Do this, that. I mean, I guess you could say Mosaic Assassin because it's literally broken, but like, I like starting ladder with Nova Sorceress. I just like the way the gear progression works. You can kill stuff with no gear. You can get better gear. You could argue Fist of the Heavens Paladin. You could argue Hammerden. So oh my gosh. Wish I had a Nova Sorceress right now. It'd work better, but clearing all these guys out. Time to get back to D2R. Enjoy. Yeah, we'll take him out, sure. Playing on your PvP Nova Sorceress to farm? Yeah, I mean, Nova's cool. It's one of my favorites, so. I mean, in the last 2 years, not really much has changed, so. I think 2 years, probably nothing's changed, huh? J Park, it's gonna matter on your opinion, because some people will say that things like, you know, this build's not viable. Meanwhile, you can, like, it's one of the best farming characters in the game, but it's not the highest damage dealing character in the whole game. So to some people, there's like 5 builds in the game that are viable, and everything else is just like Fireballer. I've been told Fireballer's not viable in D2R, so because it's just not as fast at clearing density as Nova Sorceress. You know, but no, Nova without self-wielding Infinity works fine. Yeah, it works fine. It's not as good for sure, but it works fine. Woo! I was not expecting... Oh, this guy. Give me a champ packs around. Maybe I'll drop a meteor or two, huh? Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Yep. Ladder reset tomorrow. And yeah, Crescent Moon's a good option even before that. If you just got just a Spirit Sword, you can work out okay. In not every area in the whole game, but, you know, in a lot of good areas. All kinds of stuff. And yeah, Hammerden without Enigma, not that it's bad, but like it's annoying. So yeah, I sort of agree with you, I suppose. Just always having to attempt to telly stomp, and if you don't have Enigma, you're like walking up to the monsters all the time. Super annoying. They really abandoned D2R to focus on D4. Well, yeah, Ice Wallow. You can't really run a business if you don't make money, right? If they're just constantly focusing on a game that has no way of that making them any extra money. I mean, I obviously wish that they would. Like, I wish that they would just concentrate on the best game, you know. But it's kind of illogical to expect that, in my opinion. Not that you said you expect it, but like, you know. See, Bib talking about, I believe, the Nova Sorceress with no Infinity. You just gotta pick where you farm more carefully. I guess that's a good way to put it, yeah. That's a good, concise way to say it. Exoteric says, you never tried a Sorceress. Every once in a while I hear someone say that. It shocks me. But yeah, Sorceress is cool. If you never tried one, yeah, try one out. I mean, having teleport is... How have you never tried a Sorceress before? Usually more times than not, actually, people are like, yeah, I just play Sorceress every season. It's usually less common than people. But yeah, every once in a while you hear someone say that. Just like, uncommon. Yeah, Biv, they do not want your $2 for extra stash tab. Nope. Oh, Exoteric, yo! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Boom! So you're always a Java player, huh? Alright. I get you. It is definitely much less common. But you're a cow slayer, I'm guessing, huh? Thank you once again, you absolute legend, Exoteric, for the tier 1 sub. How about here? Wait, these guys are immune to fire, and then they keep resurrecting. Yeah, forget them. We'll get them. So J Park, max block Vita. I don't really usually go. It depends how early. Like right after the game. I'll usually just rock what I have, whatever I finish the game with. It depends how I played through, I guess. J Park. I'll usually do max Vita until I'm like, I usually don't do max block though, but it'll be max Vita until I don't remember exactly when I usually switch, like 75, 80. You might even be there at the end of a playthrough depending on how much your team and you level and whatnot. That might be a bit high. It's like 70, 75. I guess I would guess like 75 is usually when I respec the energy shield. But even at that, even if you're killing monsters on P1, like, you level up relatively quickly anyways at that point. Smitty saying that they better keep their eye focused on D4. We don't want an in-game shop in D2R. Oh, wouldn't that be sick? Real money auction house in D2R where we could, I could find high runes and then sell them to you guys. Oh, how sick. Let's do it, Blizzard. We can work together. Novasork. Yeah, Arcane Sanctuary. It's really good at the beginning of ladder, anyways, in my opinion, because you can farm keys real easy from the Countess, the Summoner. Neolithec's a little bit harder, but you can still do it. Arcane Sanctuary, yeah. Of course, the normal, easy stuff, Eldritch and Shank. First thing I tried in D2R was the Summon Druid. Ooh. How long ago was that? I guess you said D2R, huh? I don't know. I don't remember when that got rebalanced or whatever. So if it was right off the beginning when the game launched, that could be rough. Smolf says the Real Money Auction House. They should try that. Yeah, who knows how it could turn out? Maybe it'd be great. Oh, it would be so legendary. Oh yeah, Smolf's all about them bone knives. Forgot. I'll get the next one. I didn't miss that Ogre Maul though. Oh, ferocious, not cruel. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, Summon Druid can kind of carry now a little bit. You say super fast? Well, I don't know about super fast. Summons are, I kind of say it's the opposite. It can easily do it, but I don't think it's that fast. I mean, that poison creeper in the Act 1 is crazy, but yeah, maybe normal nightmare. I don't know. I haven't done a ton of Summon Druid playthroughs, so maybe I don't know. Finally catching the stream. Welcome in, Krazimark. Welcome in. Summon Druid surprisingly strong. A little bit kinda, yeah. A little bit kinda. The way all the soft skills and the way it got synergized and whatnot. Yeah. Swish got so many sorceresses trying to figure out what off-meta Sorc I can build for this season. Play something that's not Sorceress, Swish, right? Try something else out. Tyler says, Wind Druid was always his go-to. Okay. Yeah, the cool thing now is you can actually go... You can really do like a little bit of Wind Druid with like all the summons summoned up. Because the all the soft points work on the summon skill tree for the summons you got down the middle, you can just like 1.1 them, and if you have real good gear, part of the Oaks and Spirits and stuff and whatnot, not that it's that good, but good gear like that with plus skills, you can really get going. Passion Sorc? That's like minus cold res, isn't it, on Passion, isn't it? I feel like you don't really need minus cold res on a Sorc because you got the cold mastery already, but I guess it does help with the Sunder Charm more now, so. Yeah, Ravens, Wolves, and the Bears. Yeah, if you're going past I forget what, I think Wicked Ball. I think he said he goes all the way to Act 3 in normal with the poison thing, the Poison Creeper. In Act 1 in normal, Poison Creeper is insane. Like, I'll watch some of the speedrunners sometimes, and it's just like melt, 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 melt. Oh, the Zeal. Zeal, okay, I got the wrong one. Klaatu, welcome in. Yeah, a bunch of people just hopping in. Good to see you, good to see you. The only issue, there's one little issue, fellas. I was just about to get out. Because this is about the time I was going to stream to, and then we're going to, do dinner. Daughter's softball game literally starts at 6, so we got to leave like before that, of course, like 5:30. So I'm going to have to hop off. unfortunately. So bad timing, I know, for y'all that just hopped in. So I do feel bad, but I got to take off. So just gonna say thank y'all so much. I'll be streaming tomorrow for the ladder reset, so hopefully we'll see you then. You can kind of hang out and watch. I'll be chatting, like voice chatting with my team and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna be max leap Barb on the playthrough. Support Barb, leaping and shouting and leaping. Gonna be legendary. So that being said, peace out, everyone, and keep slaying.